Alright, we have nothing to tell us what we're supposed to do, but my taskbar says I'm to take out Orion patrols. There are apparently two of them. Well, you started us with a very easy fight. Just looks like an Orion basic fighter and Corvette patrol. And judging by the next enemy group, I don't expect it to be significantly harder. Let's give them what for. Well, at least it's a full strength frigate group. Still no match for the Gunston Hall. Hail Relay Station. Lieutenant Garrix. Thanks for getting rid of the Orions. They were jamming our comm arrays. What do you know about the Bonaventure C? You're here about the Bonaventure C? All we know is that we picked up its transponder on the other side of the planet for a few minutes. Then those Orions showed up and our comms had been jammed until now. If you want to know more, you'll have to go over there and find out for yourself. Thanks you. Apparently he's turned me into a not-so-bright graduate of Starfleet Academy. Calliste. Vice Admiral, I'm picking up some sort of spatial anomaly on the other side of the system. It matches the last known location of the Bonaventure. I recommend we analyze it to see what we can learn about it. Let's go, Calliste. Let's go. Wow, when he says it's on the other side of the planet, it's really on the other side of the planet, it looks like. That's why God gave us full impulse. Looks like he's put in a lot of neat special effects, including those from the Badlands, so I guess it's appropriate we might find a spatial anomaly out in such wild and woolly areas. I see a little blinking light in the distance. That might be our spatial anomaly. Oh, well, we just went into a fog-like area, and now we're jammed. And he's using the item from the SPR 5021 system. Full impulse is now offline. Hope it's not too far. I do so hate it when you have to go like 150 kilometers on. Okay, we have interact, a bad button, but it was a work in progress. We're scanning. Calliste. It appears to be a spatial corridor leading into a stable subspace pocket. It's hard to be sure, but I think we may have found our way to safely enter Elysia. Okay. Elysia, well, he's going to tell us about it. It is a society discovered in 2269. Oh, this is from Angoil. By Captain James T. Kirk of the NCC 1701 USS Enterprise. Elysia exists in a small subspace pocket outside three-dimensional space. All previous contact was through highly unstable vortexes that only allowed travel for brief periods of time. I'm going to ask Angoyle, and this one? The corridor appears to be stable enough for us to enter it and make contact with Elysia. All available evidence suggests that the Bonaventure went inside the corridor as well. Let's follow it, Angoyle. Ooh, Samantha needs to tell me we need to be cautious, Vice Admiral. The Bonaventure probably entered the corridor in an attempt to escape the Orions. If so, we may need to deal with the ships pursuing it. I understand. And a fair caution from my first officer. Interspatial corridor? Apparently Orions like the works of E.E. Cummings. We will enter. Triggering a warp effect before the transfer. Nice. Sometimes I forget that myself. Well, we know this map. This is the time vortex, or the wormhole, that's featured prominently in a couple of episodes. There appears to be an interchange point in the middle of the corridor. However, there is heavy interference, and I cannot make it out anything in the second part of the corridor. Well, let's set course and find out. We're to reach the other side of the corridor. As we can see from the map, it's not that far away. We'll go ahead and play by the rules and try to stay within the walls. Although I don't remember I don't remember you being able to set the walls as solid in this. As we fly to our next location, for those of you who might be interested, the ship Glendower is flying is the Regent class. It is a Zen Store item, and I bought it because I definitely liked the sleeker look that it gave to the assault cruiser. It is named the USS Gunston Hall, after the Ashland class landing ship dock of the Second World War, LSD-5. My grandfather, James Reisner, served on that ship during several of the major invasions of the Second World War. We have apparently yet another frigate group. So far, it's great for getting the Orion accolade. Currently, the Gunston Hall is configured as a broadside cruiser with 2 fleet phaser banks mounted forward, along with the wide-angle quantum torpedo and a fleet regular quantum torpedo launcher, and one fleet quantum torpedo launcher and 3 fleet phaser arrays mounted aft. I do believe I have I have 2 phaser arrays and 1 quantum booster, the field emitter. Oh, time to fight. And of course I have a couple of armor consoles and the field emitter as well. In addition, through Zen Store purchases, I have also acquired the point defense system. And through lockboxes I have the opposite faction isometric charge. The plot thickens. We're in another jamming field. They've gone behind that piece of debris. Those dirty Orions. Since we're in a jamming field, my shields are down. I'm hoping he put the waypoint at the giant glowy thingy. That would make sense. We're to transition to subspace pocket. Go to next map. Definitely unfinished. Another good transition, remembering to do our warp effect. Unless they've changed that and made that standard, which also would be nice for those of us who occasionally forget.